What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a minute since I last posted. I feel like this might just be a theme for the next couple months because I am very busy with work. I'm working 5 days a week, and then the weekends that's kind of the only time I have to schedule and do other things. So I've been busy, but I have not forgotten about this channel, that's for sure. As you can see, I got some new Nikes. They came in the mail yesterday. Custom Air Force Ones, really like them, so that's kind of cool. But I decided that I'm going to be kind of showing something different. I am currently sitting on the floor of my closet. I have work this morning and I'm gonna cry about it. But before then, I figured I would kind of show you guys what I've sort of been up to recently in regards to what I'm kind of collecting now. And that is Lego Jedi. So I did show in my last video that I got Kit Fisto, and I previously gotten Stas Ali, but there's not too many different, like, diverse Jedis in Lego, at least canonically. There are quite a bit, but not as many as there were, like, with 3.75-inch Jedi figures, because I did make a list and I want to collect most of, like, the George Lucas canonical Jedis, not like Legends comics, or there's a lot of ones in Lego that were made that are Legends, or just I guess I just want like the ones from the movies, but that are just like the one-off Jedis and stuff from like the council or whatever. So yesterday in the mail I did get one of them, Stacey 10, specifically the live action version. This guy's really cool. His, I was gonna say hairpiece, it's actually just his headpiece, is really cool. I forget what species he is. Itachi, I think, is a species. He's like an Itachi or something. Really cool minifigure though. So I did pick him up and that was really cool. And this is really sad, but I did get Stacey 10's Starfighter back in January, sealed, and I kept it sealed for a bit, and I decided to open it because it has Evan PL in it, and I was like, I'll just open it, build it, display it, whatever, like, it's fine. If I want to get another one sealed, I'll just buy another one sealed, it's whatever. I didn't get a really good I bought it for 130 bucks. They go for around that price sealed anyway on eBay, so it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it. What I feel bad about is whenever I opened up the box and I took out Evan PL, I go to put his legs onto his body and I hear a snap. So here he is. First of all, really cool minifigure. I really like him. This headpiece is insane. But yeah, so I go to put his legs on his body and then I just feel and hear a snap. And lo and behold, his torso just completely cracked down the side. It started in the corner, as you can see there, and just went all the way up. And that is a, like, full-blown, like, crack. So that's really unfortunate. And, I guess this is a, like, 15-year-old set, and they call it brittle brown for a reason. Older brown pieces just don't hold up, and I guess I just wasn't even thinking about that, and I just went ahead and just jammed his legs on, and yeah, it snapped. So I mean, thankfully it's not like loose or anything. His arms still can like hold their place or whatever, and it is in the back. So I'm not the kind of person who, like, I'm gonna go buy a new figure because of that. It's more just like resale value. The figure's price will go down a bit, but whenever I have him like displayed, because I will be putting these guys in my display cases, you're not gonna notice it or see it. So I mean, it's fine. It's just, I was honestly just more surprised than anything that happened, because usually, cracks happen from being too rough with figures and like removing the arms too much and pulling it the wrong way. But I've never had a crack like that happen just from putting the legs on a minifigure. So that was crazy, but nonetheless, I got Evan PL. And then I also got Ayla Secura, one of my favorite Lego Jedi, because she's so freaking hot. I'm kidding. No, yeah, just one of my favorites because she is just a cool design. I like her blue color. It's really unique. And I did want to get the live action version because I do think that this one looks a lot better. I like her face a lot better than the Clone Wars ones. Or than the Clone Wars ones. I do like a lot of the Clone Wars figures. I'm not a Clone Wars hater. I do think, I mean, it makes sense that they made the faces look like they're from the animated show. But yeah, so we got her. So that is 3 more, and I do have more coming in the mail. I'm a little annoyed though because one of them I bought a week ago. They instantly gave me the shipping or the tracking number for the shipment, and then just never shipped it out. So I ended up messaging the seller, so I'll see what they say to me today. But yeah, so we got them right now. Here is the Stacey tin, and honestly, I'm just gonna let you guys in on another bit of lore. So another reason why I wanted to open this was because whenever I got this Stacey tin, this headpiece was actually what came on this one, and as you can see, I didn't even notice this in the photos on the eBay listing, but he's like missing a whole chunk of his design. As you can see, it's supposed to be pointed down like that, and it just looks like it just got rubbed off on this one. And so I was like, freak, like, you know, I was just annoyed. I was like, well, how did I miss that, you know? And I felt like, oh, it's too late, like I already bought the freaking figure, like it's here, you know? So I was like, okay, well, good thing is, like, I do have a spare one, I guess, in this set, so I got that. And then I also realized that there was a, what is it, this side? Yes, there's a little crack on the side of the torso. Not as bad as the one at FNPL, but yeah, so I switched their torsos and I gave him this. So this one's actually like in perfect condition now. This one not so much, but I'll just throw him in the Starfighter whenever I build it. But yeah, so you know, I want to say rough start, but I actually don't want to say rough start because at the end of the day, I did get 3 new Jedi and I do really like them. But you know, there were just some hiccups along the road, I guess, but whatever. I'm happy with it, and yeah, I'll also get this built. I'm excited to build this, you know, I did actually really want to open it, so yeah. Alright guys, it's been about a week at this point since my last update. Basically, some orders just took a long time to arrive. I don't know why. But they did arrive. Not all of them. I'm still waiting on Shock T, and I did end up contacting the seller because we're going on 2 weeks now since that purchase, and the seller just basically said he lives in the middle of nowhere, and that's why it took so long. So, anyways, today I did get Ki-Adi-Mundi, the live-action version. He came in the battle pack with Barriss Offee, and I've actually had him before, but I've used his parts for customs. So I just bought him again because I did not want to take apart the customs I use him for. So yeah, we got Ki-Adi-Mundi there. Great minifigure. Stacey tin. Plo Koon, he's not new. I just took him out of the Starfighter for now. There is going to be a microfighter this summer that's going to have a new Plo Koon, and I think images of it has been leaked, and he looks really good. So I'll eventually replace him with that new one, and I'll just put him back in the Starfighter, but he'll be here for now. This guy came in yesterday. Quinlan, or no, like 2 days ago. Quinlan Voss. Great minifigure. One of my favorite Jedis. And I put him next to Aayla Secura because he is her master. But yeah, really like Quinlan. He's kind of like Qui-Gon, where he doesn't necessarily follow the protocol all the time. You know, he kind of just goes. Or, you know, he's kind of like a wildfire, honestly, though. He has a crazy, like, fighting technique. But yeah, really cool minifigure, and I wanted to make sure to get the live action. He was never shown in live action, but just I wanted to get the more realistic version of him, so we got him there. This actually is a new Aayla. I know in the last clip I showed her, but that was like an old used one, and I had taken the head, and I had originally gotten the minifigure for the head and the Laiku for a custom mission vow from KOTOR, and so yeah, I just got, this one's in better condition. I went to Toy Kingdom last weekend and I got her, and then now my mission vow is still, you know, together, so that's nice. FNPL, and then, whenever I got Ki-Adi-Mundi on eBay, I just got a lot that came with her, Barriss, or him, Barriss, and the 2 clones from the battle pack, so I basically just got the battle pack opened. So yeah, there's Barriss. She's probably the least expensive Jedi. She's very easy to come across. But yeah, looking good. Up here we have Kit Fisto and Stas Ali. Down here we got all these people. Shakti will go there whenever she inevitably arrives. But yeah, I'm really happy with, you know, how far everything has came. I'm thinking about getting Eth Koth next. Toy Kingdom has him for like $80, which is absurdly expensive. He should not be that expensive of a minifigure, because on eBay he's like 40 bucks. So they have just jacked that price up. So won't be doing that, but yeah, I'm really happy with how it's yar. Okay guys, so the reason why I've not posted for so long, and you guys probably don't know this since the last clip, but almost 2 weeks has passed since the last clip, and as you can see, Shakti is still not here. So honestly, I do believe that she got lost in the mail. She made it to Akron, which is about 30 minutes away from where I live. And once it said that she was in Akron, I just had a brain fart. Once it said that she got to Akron, the tracking just stopped updating, and that was literally 2 weeks ago. And it just says like, oh, in transit to next facility, and it says like, oh, it's been behind and stuff. So eBay does have a feature that if you've still not received your package after like the estimated arrival, you can file for a refund. And right now, so I did file for a refund, and right now it's on the seller's hand to accept it. I don't think the seller's going to accept it. He's been really difficult working with. It took him a long time to ship the item, and then once he finally shipped it, now we're having issues where, I mean, honestly, the only thing that could really boil down to is the fact that it got lost in the mail, because I don't know why it would get so close to here. It was from Oklahoma, and I live in Ohio, so I mean, I'm like, yeah, literally 30 minutes away. It was so close, and then all of a sudden it just, I don't know, evaporized or something. So I think that just means it got lost in the mail. And I paid $60 for the minifigure, so I'm not just gonna let that slide, you know. I want to get my money back. If the seller does not accept the refund, it'll go into eBay's hands, and then they'll usually end up refunding it. I mean, they'll definitely refund me because it proves that I have not received what I purchased. So yeah, this has happened a long time ago, years and years back. This happened with me, and I was able to get a refund for something. So yeah, you know, unfortunate ending, because I really was excited for Shakti. She's definitely my favorite of the ones that I purchased. But you know, if I do get the refund, I'll probably just end up buying another one and just hope that she arrives. But yeah, guys. So anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.